Okay, this is question 2 out of the 2015 NCEA 2 Algebra exam. And we've got this thing here, factorized. I was just doing some preliminary thoughts here. So several steps to this. I've drawn a middle line here because we're going to do this in two halves, I think. First bit is the bit on top, the numerator. So 2 to 4s is going to be 8. And factors of 8 are going to be 1 and 8 and 2 and 4. A little sidebar there, so 1 times 8, 2 times 4. So it means we can straight away, if we're going to use, let's say we're going to use not decomposition, I'm going to use factorization by division. So our 2 brackets go in here, a 2x at the start of each one. Again, we're just doing the numerator right now. So we know the signs are going to be different. Doesn't matter which order the plus and the minus go. And the biggest one's going to be positive. So it's either going to be 2 and 4 or 1 and 8, but it can't be 2 and 4 because 2 and 4, in no combination possible can you add or subtract together to give us 7. But you can with a 1 and an 8. You can get a 7 of some sort. So our biggest one's positive, 8's positive, and 1 goes in there. So now let's say, can you divide this by anything? So you can. So we can divide this one by 2. This one cannot. So we've got, and again, I'm doing this bit here, I'm going 2x squared plus 7x minus 4. And that's equal to this thing here, yeah? So 2 goes into 2x x times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. And on the bottom, we've got a 2x, sorry, not on the bottom, sorry, on the second part of the factorization, we have a 2x minus 1. So that's the first part of the top. So we've now solved, or rather we've factorized the top. Let's factorize the bottom now. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words this morning. I've only just got up and I'm half asleep. Haven't had any caffeine yet. So things are going badly. All right, so let's have a look at the bottom section, the denominator. I got 2x squared minus 32. Well, straight away the 2x squared, I've got 2x squared minus 32. This here is really a difference of 2 squares. If I put the 2 outside the brackets and then say, well, what times 2x squared, what times 2 makes 2x squared, it's going to be x squared. And what times 2 makes negative 32 will be negative 16. So straight away we've got a 2, we've got an x plus 4, an x minus 4. There's a difference of 2 squares. So we can now write that out. And this is where we get into the second part of this. So we've got, I'll write what we've got here. So on the top line here, on the numerator, we've got x plus 4, and we've got 2x minus 1. There it is. And on the bottom, denominator, we've got a 2 and a x plus 4. And immediately you can see something which we can cancel here. So x plus 4 goes, and we're left with, so all this here, by the way, and this does equal now. This equals. We're going to have a 2x minus 1 on the top, and we've got a 2 times x, which is 2x, and 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8. We don't need to keep the brackets anymore. We can just write it like that. Now, we've got that far, and that would be true. We just have to make sure that we make a point that the denominator cannot be 0. So obviously, we should note here, I'll put NB, note well, 2x minus 8 cannot equal 0. So let's just quickly solve for that. So what would x have to be if that were true? Yeah. So we've just got to be very, very careful that, and we've got it up here. Here we go. This is actually, of course, the denominator, not that bit there. Yeah. So in fact, now I'm going to rewrite that. This is actually not the way I would write it. Really, it's not that cannot be equal to 0. It's this thing here cannot be equal to 0. So that minus 32 cannot equal 0. And as x is going to be here, if we're solving for this, if we were, x would either be negative 4 or 4. So therefore, x cannot be negative 4 or negative 4. Yeah, so x cannot be 4 or negative 4 if this is this simplification is to work. So that's how I would write that. Again, I changed that. I suddenly realized that we're not really talking about the spin on the bottom here, but we're really talking about the thing up here, because this is the thing we're simplifying. This is the simplification, but it only works provided that that is the case. X is not 4 or negative 4. Okay, that's how I would solve that, simplify that. Hopefully that makes sense.